A UE icon on the radio dial is going away. After an almost 2-year review, the University of Evansville has announced the sale of WUEV 91.5 to a Colorado Springs Christian-based radio station. The rumored sale sparked controversy, and as expected, the sale's reality is renewing debate. Eyewitness News' Tyler Druin is in the newsroom. He spoke to current and former disc jockeys from WUEV. Tyler?
Brad, WUEV first hit the airwaves as WEVC in 1950 when UE was known as Evansville College. Today's announcement not only upset longtime listeners, but station staff and alumni are asking why. Driving by campus and listening to WUEV might not be the same in the near future. The station's new owner has not said what it plans to do with the frequency. WUEV primarily operates a Christian-based broadcasting network. The decision to sell has some students and alumni upset.
Radio isn't dead, and if there was one radio station that was never dead, WUEV was always the station to be the first almost the first in Indiana to be on the air.
The school simply sold the communication license. It will keep the production facilities for its journalism classes. While supporters of the campus radio station are okay with that, they don't believe the price tag was worth the education of many future students.
They're making a huge mistake here, especially since they couldn't even tell us which department the radio station was ran by back in, November.
Students, alumni, and faculty have rallied several times to save the station since rumors of a sale became public last year. The University of Evansville released a statement defending the sale of what some call a community staple, saying, in part, this decision did not come lightly. Ultimately, this was a strategic decision with the long-term interest of our students as our most important consideration. We evaluate expansion and constriction of programs annually to meet the marketplace of tomorrow. As for students and alumni, their hope is to keep the music playing.
The president's watching, the trustees, and I've reached out to many of them. Why don't you just let us and the students sit down with you all and help you figure this out on how we can continue WUEV, at least on an online stream, rather than closing the door in our face.
Brad and Shelley, the university estimates this decision will save $1 million over the course of the next 10 years. The FCC must also approve the sale. That process is expected to take 3 months. Until then, the university will continue to operate the station. In the newsroom, Tyler Druin, Eyewitness News.